Hello everyone and welcome back to my Forex channel. I hope you're doing great, and in today's session I will show you how simple but profitable strategy can bring you over 160 pips in a trading session. To be part of the Forex trading, it is essential to have a strategy to trade along with your trading plan and correct risk management. Of course, without it you are just adrift and you probably don't see the results. And I have to say that maintaining your discipline is a key for the granted success. Of course, on the other hand, there are several reasons why the trading strategy does not meet expectations of a trader, so every trader needs to clarify this before choosing the strategy wisely. But before we continue, if you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe, press that bell icon to not miss any of my videos, and if you would like to join my trading community with over 450 traders, I will leave the link down below to check us out. In this video, I will share my own trading strategy that I use to send out the signals out in my premium group. The strategy itself is super easy to follow, adapt, and implement based on these simple steps, as there is no rocket science here, just a combination of the best duo of moving averages, MACD, and technical and fundamental analysis. And of course, a lot of people ask me, so which is the best analysis method when you're preparing for the trading session? And my answer, that is both. Good technical analysis will tell you when to enter the trade, but a good fundamental analysis will tell you why you're entering this trade. And if you would like to learn how I analyze the market before trading session, I will leave a pop-up on the right side of your screen, so you go and check it out. So first things first, I like to analyze my chosen currency pair. For this scenario, I have USDCAD. That's the currency pair I analyzed for my trading group, which actually reached more than 190 pips over the trading session. And the reason for that is when you're doing analysis, you are drawing and identifying the horizontal areas of a support, resistance, the trend lines, any type of chart pattern formations on at least 4 different time frames, of course, depending on your trading style. And I like to try to keep the charts clean as much as possible, because at the end of the analysis, then I'm adding all the required tools to help us out with additional confirmations for this strategy. So let's quickly do a brief analysis on USDCAD currency pair. And as we can see, the weekly time frame on USDCAD is strongly showing us that we are in a clear downtrend. And during the downtrend, we can see that the price makes lower lows and lower highs. Because of it, the price nicely bounces off the trend multiple times and confirming a total bear pressure. Of course, as we can see, the weekly resistance was broken with a strong bearish move, and of course the mid zone was also retested a few times, indicating consolidation between the bulls and the bears. And as we can see, the weekly support is starting to be broken because of this bearish engulfing candle. So before the price potentially hits the monthly support, we have some room left to make some pips. On a daily time frame, we can confirm what we saw on a weekly. So we have a lower lowers, bearish momentum towards the downside, and the USD is getting so much weaker while the CAD is gaining the power. Of course, I have spotted head and shoulders pattern. So the head and shoulders, we can see we have a neckline and the 2 shoulders before the actual price continues to go towards the downside. So of course, if you have spotted any type of chart pattern formation which can actually help you with your trade, just do it, and it will be easier in the future. So 4-hourly chart is currently in a squeeze pattern scenario, but because of a daily, weekly, and monthly downtrend, the market will probably continue to go down. Obviously, take a look at this huge bearish engulfing candle breaking weekly trend, and this would be also a great enter opportunity, but I was waiting for the news to come out, and they came out very weak for the US, so I was just waiting for a better entry opportunity. And here it comes the importance of the base of this powerful Forex strategy. We will need to add the moving averages of period 25 and 50 plus MACD on a different settings that I used, and it's working absolutely wonderful. The procedure is very simple. All you have to do is go on indicators and basically type MA, which is the moving average, and double click. And once you have them on, just basically press on this setting bar and change the length to 25 and another 50, and just press OK. And the same for the MACD. You just basically type MACD, and we will have to change the settings as well. The fast length will be 15 instead of the 12, and the slow will be 30 instead of 26. All these settings was based on overall strategy results and average winning and loss trade plus the risk and reward ratio. Again, please remember to adjust your own risk management based on your account and what you actually can afford, so you don't go too crazy or greedy. Just please be disciplined with your trading plan and correct risk management. And the rule for this strategy is to have a moving average crossover MA25 crossing below MA50, showing the seller pressure, and following the MACD crossover. And we're waiting for the candle closure to enter, and I always, well, most of the time I use 1 to 2 risk reward ratio, and we are ready to go. So as I said, while the news came out, I usually send the signals around 2 o'clock because this is where I know what to do with the trade. So as we can see now, the moving average crossover of course happened over here, where we have this blue, darker blue line now trending below of the lightest one. But as I said, I was waiting for the news. Of course, we can see that the price is still trending towards the downside. This is where I actually entered the trade. So let's just quickly add a short tool for this trade. As I said, I'm using 1 to 2 risk reward ratio in regards to my trades. And as the market moves, we all know that it moves into continuation patterns. So we have a push and exhaustion to the previous area of sensitivity, and then the trade continues to go towards the downside. So let's actually play a replay tool on and see how the trade went. And as we can see, based on a full analysis, the MACD crossover, the moving average crossover, we are continuing to go towards the downside. As we can see, the price is nicely moving off the moving averages, totally showing the bearish pressure. So we are continuing to make the profits, and as we can see, we totally hitting the market with a nice profits. And this is how the trade actually went. Of course, it was a tiny consolidation. Well, at least it wasn't hitting the stop loss, but as we can see, we actually didn't have any crossover, but the MACD was showing a crossover again, which is showing total bearish pressure. So we continue to go towards the downside, and as I said, the trade was nicely reaching 160 pips in the total profit. So again guys, this is the strategy that I use myself to send the trades on my premium group. If you would like to try this out, let me know in the comments below how you did it. There's no rocket science, as I said, but all you have to do is to have a basic knowledge, do fundamental and technical analysis, correct trading plan, and the risk management, and I'm pretty sure you have a granted success.